first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep it living.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Into the hands of Colt. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back now, pressure on its way. He beams one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one. Big gain downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Baker out of the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here's the give to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting a receiver in motion. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27, he fires one deep down the middle. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. There he goes, right sideline. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They send the tight end in motion. Here we go, it's Mayfield. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Baker throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Lewis Cine. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan. Success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. First down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Buccaneers are gonna have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down. Here's Baker. That one's complete right side. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Escapes out to the left. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for an Eagle.
First and 10, here's Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. it on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Mayfield now from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. All set up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Hurts launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Slot man motioned over. It's Johnson on 2nd down. He's got to gain a 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. Finds his man Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And it sets up second down. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Still finding room past the 45. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Hurts. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. Protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They've got a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They motion the tight end over. Baker now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Flush down out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Working inside the red zone. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Another big rip for him. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Calling about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. First down, here's Baker. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Barkley. And he gets in, touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They've got 1st down from the 31. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This, our last play of the quarter. Third down, here's Mayfield. Completed to his running back. What a hit, he gets flipped. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it. And they pick him off again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Johnson now on the return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Mayfield now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. This one finds Irving. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here. Third and short, Mayfield. Getting out to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And that one's going to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Jukes out a one-stop, and he found some running room for a nice gain. They get back 8 and now have a second and much more manageable 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles moments away from a 2-0 start. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They kick the running back in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over.
Run.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge...
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
A tight end in motion now. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. One final shot here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Ewart and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scoot her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. Made a fortune, they can't let that go none. I'm doing so much, that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS Boulder. Versace. I put the girl in they top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I say loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up